Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to part two of Close Your Legs to Married Men. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me make sure we are good. You know what? I might not have done everything I needed to do to make this. Did I go live? Okay, I am live. Okay. I see you guys in here chatting. Hello. Let me pull my monitor up. Oh man. Okay. Let me activate a couple of things. All right. Okay, you guys see me and hear me. Okay, awesome. Okay. I was just talking to our good sis and just getting all the approvals and just making sure we were good to show a little bit of her live. Our sis V Lenore in the bushes. Um, and if you guys watched her video, I will drop the link to it, but we're going to finish up the phone calls from prison. I don't want to take too long because I don't know. I don't even know if they're dropping a video today. Let me go check and see. Um, oh, here it is. I've got my AirPods in and I need to put my y'all, if you guys knew right now what was going on, you guys would be like, come on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Um, all right, let me make sure if they don't have uh, just so I can get in the know of what's going on. Check that good old community board. Okay, I think we're good on time. Okay, we didn't finish up. We're going to go like halfway through. I just restarted my computer. Hopefully I'm not going to have the problems I had earlier. Welcome back to everyone. Thank you guys for chit-chatting. Like I said, I was talking to our good friend in the chat, V Lenore, and she had an interview with Sonia last night and I was trying to think about everything that happened last night, and some of you have not seen it. So we're going to go maybe catch about the last 20 minutes or so because I felt like from the middle to the end, I mean, I enjoyed all of the video, but the whole incident with happened, like the home situation of the shooting and all that. I just don't want to go relive that again. I'm just I'm just not interested in that aspect of the story. Am I bad? Am I bad for that? That I don't want to hear that story again. Let me see what you guys are saying. Um, guys, I was also nervous that I was like last on the line to pick up this afternoon. The interview was long. However, unlike others, it was. Let me tell you, she's I think she's giving lots of bougie gang and she's a smart lady and she was asking really good questions, but she was also she was holding her feet to the fire. I think Sonia was exhausted after that interview. Hey KK, how are you, sis? I want to know, how did her teacher get her number to call her? She would never, I could not talk to her. I'm just going to be honest to ask Sonia those questions, but I guess those are some good questions to put out to the YouTube streets. How did the teacher get her number to call her looking for Nesto? Like, how would they? So, great question. Let me put a star on that so I can bubble that up. Like, how would she even know about her? Okay, period. Great question. Like, how did Scretchen know about you to call you? Didn't watch last night's interview, but I did read some of the comments today. Okay. Lady came for me. That lady came for me. If any jokes aren't funny, I'm cool with that most of the time. I'm dead ass serious. I'm chilling and joking with my peeps. What happened, sis? Okay. Who came for you? I'm all late. Sonia probably in the bushes, sweating, sweating it out. She don't have to sweat over here. She just needs to know this conversation probably is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like this conversation, she doesn't like anything that's ever said over here. So that's her problem, right? Um, Okay, KK, Sonia is lying. If anything, she called and harassed the teacher because they would because why would the teacher be calling her looking for Nesto? Sonia found out the teacher from the warrant. Sonia better leave these people alone. That's what we all know, right? Um, I hope they get her on that crap too. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you for coming back to part two. Hey everyone who's here, everyone who will be on the replay. I'm sorry. I was talking to V for a minute and trying to get caught up. Also, I had a 4 o'clock that didn't last very long. And then I got on the phone with V also to ask her, typically, I mean, we all know it's fair use and everything, but a lot of times I don't really pull up people's interviews, things like that. Um, so I just wanted to make sure we were good. My problem with her is that she doesn't realize that she's a horrible storyteller. She goes on and on and on, and we're dumber after listening. I mean, it does take a lot of brain cells and it does make you feel. Look, I feel like she's low key brainwashing and or trying to use kind of like the socialization tactics of if you say something enough, then it becomes true. You guys see what you feel what I mean? Like even if that's not your way of thinking, you hear it enough, you might end up repeating it, right? So I don't know. It could just be me. Let's get into the last part of this video. My bad, guys, for having to cut out earlier. But I had to get on mom duty and we just lost a lot of time in that hour. An hour with you guys goes so fast. I can't even, you guys know it. But and I'm on the wrong video, girl. Hold on a second. I was on the whole wrong video on the whole wrong channel. Okay. Where were we? When we last met, okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, Sonia was in the middle. I'm just gonna pull this up and we'll talk over it for a second. Sonia was in the middle of telling her fake story about and maybe it's a real story. Let me not even say that. Sonia was telling yet another story about something to relate to what Nesto is talking about. And he unfortunately has to sit there like he cares and listen to her rantings. Okay. And this was regarding an Uber driver who was detained for 3 years. This guy might have been illegal, unfortunately, in the country. It could have had all kinds of things due to his immigrant status. There could have been extenuating circumstances. Hi, Natasha. Hello, everyone coming in. I mean, sometimes there are extenuating circumstances, and not even sometimes, most of the time, there are extenuating circumstances that are unique to each individual who is arrested, right? And like the fact that Nesto's sitting there and Erica King isn't, well, maybe she's got a deal. Maybe she has a verified case of multiple sclerosis. Maybe because she took a beat down in her cell. And also they didn't have another bed for her to put her someplace sanitary and someplace safe. So maybe there were enough reasons that due to a health condition, the beat down, unsafe conditions for her to be able to dorm, and the fact that she wanted to proffer. Is that what they called it? Okay. Girl, mom duty. Yes, I had to go get Farrah. I wasn't late. There was probably when it was all said and done, there were like 10 cars behind me. But normally I'm pretty much like in the middle of the pack every day. That's like kids hate to be the last one picked up. So I haven't had that honor because God forbid. But yeah, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get into it. Hi, Glorious. Hey, boo boo. Yeah, it's repeat, repeat, repeat. But those of us who have our strong-minded selves, we know when we hear the BS. Did you guys hear anything about there might be a potential discrepancy out there? And I'm gonna see if I can pull the clip and get permission to use it. But was there when she any of you guys know or can find while we're watching this the timestamp in V's video last night where they talked about Sonia being married and her potentially saying that she had been married for 5 years or 4 years? Because I'm gonna find the link in Tasha K and see if we can use a clip. Because it's like, what? And then we'll talk about it in another live. But it's just the starting of the discrepancies, like when she's going to different platforms and saying different things all the time. It's just too much. It's just too much. Um, Lost. Yeah, she just says too much, but I think that Erica possibly could. The proffer is at the top of my list. So it's the cooperating, because who asked you to like, did you go and be lawyer on your own accord, or did you guys talk about it? Like, how did you end up at Miss Shirley Straw at Mrs. Williams eviction proceedings? Like, Nestor wasn't even on the lease. So how did you end up at her dispossessory eviction case when none of these people were on the list? Okay. Nestor wasn't even on the lease. It was Shirley. Shirley didn't go, and here's April Holloway. And then it was the lawsuit of Regina Delaney. Regina, the Harley Davidson owner, sued Nesto because she reported a theft to Roswell about her Harley Davidson. And guess who shows up to the civil hearing? Guess who shows up? Nesto and his what? His lawyer, who clocks in as April Holloway. Okay? If they can go ahead and make that make some sense, then we would certainly appreciate and love to hear, because it doesn't make any sense. It's absolute it's just ridiculous. Um and it's not civil, okay? Okay. Let's get into it. Keep your fingers crossed that my systems are all a go. Let's get back into it.
County, Broward County.
Oh my God.
He didn't do it.
She's like, he don't have his
He didn't
paperwork
do
yet
it.
for citizenship. I said, don't matter. Don't matter. That should have never happened. He had video proof, immediate video proof that showed he was innocent.
So he didn't have his papers. So was he okay? So what does that mean? Was he here on a visa? Is he here illegally? That's extenuating circumstances right there. So okay, he was cleared of the grape, let's say, or maybe not cleared of the grape right away, but he doesn't have papers. So what does that mean? Is he illegally here? Is he here legally but not permitted to work? Did he have a valid driver's license? Were any of his credentials no good? Like, I'm sure there were many, many things that they had to check off and verify on this person. And at the end of the day, I mean, if you're not supposed to be working, I don't know if you're allowed to 1099 or not. I mean, if they say don't work, then that means don't 1099, don't Uber, don't lots of things. If the car, you know what I mean? Like, y'all, I don't want to get into the weeds on all of that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So she always has some sort of high level scenario that is her version of case law to prove how Nesto should, like, all of this piling on to me shouldn't do anything but make him feel worse and worse, that any and everybody can get out of jail before him.
Yeah.
That lady should have been accountable. She should have been held accountable for her lies. It needs to be a women stop doing it. They're not gonna learn until they stop doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
They did that shit with Jesse Smollett with his fake attack. They went after him. So why can't you go after all of these women and these fake ass accusations? All of these bitter ass daddies. All these girls that be mad.
Well, and then
I know Jesse Smollett is like, why are you bringing me up? What I got to do with this? Why is Jesse Smollett got to be called up? Sonia needs to be held accountable for her damn lies. Hello? Exactly. How does how does this story help Nesto? It doesn't. It's just a way to pass 30 minutes. I guess she has nothing better to do. And she's like, let me go drop by the jail and make Nesto feel even worse about his horrible condition, this horrible situation that he's in, and just remind him how many people are just walking out the jail and he just can't seem to get out because of oh so many reasons. Like, why do this? Like, it's just nonstop onslaught of everybody's getting out but you, sir.
And then I don't know what the bond gonna be on that, whatever that gonna be. So that shit probably be don't even know. I don't even know. So that's what my brain at right now.
I'm tired of being there.
But yeah, and you know what?
And
It's
you don't
time
see it, and you don't see an end. That's the thing. You don't see an end. That's the
no,
problem.
because I see they can sit me in here and just sit me in here and then come back and say, "Oh man, we're sorry." I already know what's going on. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Sharonda.
but let me go back to this here. So I don't know what you dream about them people for, because I haven't talked to them.
It was so weird. It was, again, I was in the house and all your pictures were up. And she came over. And I was trying to throw the pictures down. I don't know why. She keep hanging with me. And I was just in there like, and so she was just saying something. And I'm like,
Some of you didn't believe that she dreamt about Shirley. Um, some of you thought that it was another one of those to kind of get Nesto's attention, see what he would say. I just don't think it's cute to keep talking about this man's wife. I don't think she understands how to I just don't think she understands what she's doing, but he said, I don't know why you were dreaming about them folks. So she had a dream that Shirley came to her house and was trying to come through and take all of her pictures down of Nesto. And if that was a real dream, what all that is your subconscious telling you that you don't have a right to that man, that his wife is coming to your house and take your pictures, okay? Which that is just that to me it did seem like a realistic dream that could potentially happen, but that's only happening because you're living foul and you're scheming on someone else's man.
like, and then I see a picture that I missed, and I'm like trying to get my sister to go get that picture. Before she see the picture, I'm like,
But you don't have to put your shit down. Keep your shit up. You don't have to. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do. You don't live your life like that.
no, my pictures are up. They're all over the place. I got one by the bed, one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen.
Yeah, don't live your life like that. Don't that's not even fair to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with it. That was
I'm just saying. I know it, but don't even live like that. You know, live free. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, some things is meant, some things is not. So I'm not worried about it. I was just worried about my freedom. What the fuck I gotta do? So that's where I'm at right now.
So you didn't call me at all yesterday because you was mad.
I had to figure this shit out, man. I got to figure this shit out. It's driving me crazy because I got to figure it out. But it was a good thing. You had a chance to do what you need to do. So
no, that ain't the point. You're supposed to call me regardless.
You know what?
Yeah. 2 seconds. I don't want to hear that.
Okay. Well, I love you too.
She does
and you're
get on his
absolutely right.
nerves.
It's just that I have a lot of questions and you're not listening, and I can't waste no money on the phone when I don't have your attention. I have to have your attention.
Okay, you guys get the timestamps for me because we're going to go over to V's in a minute. So, can you drop some timestamps of some spots we need to go? Because I will never make it all the way through all 2.5 hours. I wanted to catch about the last 20, 30 minutes. But if there's any timestamps in between, if you guys have some, just have them ready. So, when we get over there, we can start to look at them. Okay. But if you're saying she changed her story about something, go and grab that. Any notable lies that you may be aware of or you put to the side, let me know. And the lady may have been held accountable. There is a law called filing false reports. Hello, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure she's not checking for that. I mean, hello, didn't Carly Russell? Isn't Carly like people are being held accountable? Like again, like I said, see, KK, you said that, and I didn't even think of it because that's not our job. Like, I get it that people need to be held accountable for lying, and that's not my job. I'm not Officer Real Talk Bougie. I like, you know what I'm saying? So if that were my family member and they were keeping up with me and telling me that we have talked to the person who was seen as a victim and now they are actually we're bringing them in for questioning regarding the false reports. Absolutely, and we're going to find them, and then we're going to charge them for manpower's wasted, and they're going to have to see the judge and X, Y, and Z. Yeah, that does happen. So thank you for bringing that up.
Because this shit is
Tell
important.
me to stop talking. That's all you got to do. Say
Okay.
stop talking.
No, because you'll talk all over me until you get your point across. You do it every time.
1905. Okay, I'll put that to
So,
the side.
got
Hold
another
on.
question.
Okay.
I bet my knucklehead.
Yeah, drop it just like India did. And that way, yeah, put some alerts or something, and then I just put a star on it so I have it moved over to the side. You can't see the star, but I can. It pulls over to like a different area where I can quickly access it.
Didn't even call you. I bet he didn't say he got what he needed. See, that's what I'm talking about. All
I
that.
thought about that this morning.
Yeah, don't get them folks no more information. No, don't do none of that. Don't even talk to them folks like that no more. Cause all that's bullshit. You have to have enough time. It's very, very serious. Cause I read that paper today. That shit is every charge that they said you got to go to a superior court judge. That's what I've been charged with. Those four things with no bond. All four of those was on that paper that I read. Them 7 deadly sins. And that's what I got. All four of those. So, what'd you say?
I said that's crazy. I
Yeah, it
mean,
is.
people just I don't see how. Well, I do know. I mean, I've been in criminal law to understand people do lie when they get mad and they accuse people of shit that is out of the like crazy. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
and then on top of that, when I do get ready to go to if I do go to a bond here, they're gonna try to use the other shit that they gave me 800,000 on, use that against me. Say, well, he's a repeat offender for that. You see what I'm saying?
Not for you. They can't call that on you. You got to be innocent until proven guilty. So
No, that ain't
that's what she has. I know that's not how it goes. But she has to stress that when she's in court. Stop bringing up things he's not convicted of. That's just a charge. People are wrongfully accused all the time. Quit bringing up stuff in court that he's not convicted of.
Let me tell you something. I would have to quit. I would be talking to my boss at the public defender's office or whoever the powers that be are. I would want to quit. I mean, he would just have to find somebody else. This woman would get on my last nerve, and I would tell him, ma'am is not your wife. You have not signed any papers allowing her to speak on your behalf. I'm not taking her calls. Like, tell her to take a long walk off a short pier. I'm not dealing with her. I will not accept her calls. So I will be happy to talk to you at any time if you want her to maybe send me an email on your behalf, but I am not responding. I will come to see you. Like, I would have to cut her off at the
you want to talk
kneecaps.
about a conviction, that's fine. But we're not talking about accusations because they haven't been proven. And that's what she has to stress.
Okay, so let me go back. I asked you to look at that video 5 times. Go back and look at the video.
What video does he want her to go see 5 times? Look at her eyeballs. Yes, Sonia, he gave you a homework assignment and your ass was over to the bar for 6 hours talking to the Africans about a club in Atlanta that's never gonna happen. Okay? He asked you 5 times to go look at a video and you hadn't handled that business. What is your problem? Okay? Do you know what video he told her to go watch? He told her to go watch a video 5 times.
Video 5 times. Did you go do it? No, you did not. No, you did not. You told me, you said, hey, I'm gonna take these last 2 days.
And she's not talking, but she's laughing or smiling. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, hun, I didn't mean to do that, or it slipped my mind, here she goes.
Hey, when I get back, I'm gonna be studying on what I need to be on. Have you done that? No, you have not. Then I asked you, I said, hey, listen, can you check? And I can hear the frustration in your voice. I don't feel like fucking with this shit right now.
That's never the case.
I can hear it in your voice.
No,
you know why I can hear it in you? I know it. Why? You know what? When you do this right here, I got you.
Shut up.
No. Don't I know you?
I'm so sorry. Listen, It's
No,
never
no,
a
you don't.
fact. Yes, too well. It's never a matter of not wanting to do anything. That's never the case. Sometimes when I get off the phone, I forget what you asked me to do.
Is that a good, like, you're there for 30 minutes? That's your man who is, I'm going to just say this, guys. She's too comfortable with him in jail. I mean, she's like, to me, I'm not a man, obviously. But he should be concerned with, first of all, a woman who is comfortable with a man in jail and comfortable to the point where you're not even doing the things to help me. Like, you want to be here for me, but you're not even trying to help me get out. I know some people out here, there's got to be someone who may feel like you're not comfortable with where he is. So you're going to do everything, lose sleep, not eat, just anything that you can do to file another paper, help find something, fundraise money. I don't know, do whatever you got to do to help this man get out because you're not comfortable. She's so comfortable with him being where he's at. She has things he's asked her to do. She has the luxury and the privilege to not do them because guess what? You're free. You're going to the bar for 6 hours with Maddie to go meet Africans about some sort of funding for some sort of club that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some bullshit for you. You're just coming to pass some time. You're coming scheming on another woman's husband, and you're not even handling the business. But you don't mind talking about her not handling the business, but you can't handle the business. All you want to come is show off your ponytails and your jewelry and your platinum jackets.
Unless I'm thinking about it, like not thinking about when I'm thinking about something of the case, then I get up and I do something about it. But when we talk about something, then we change the subject and we talk about something else. When you get off the phone with me, you got to tell me that at the end of the conversation. Go do it now. Then I'll remember. You know, my mind is fucked up. And that's no excuse, but that is a remember.
Don't I know you, though?
Yes.
Okay.
She's too busy at the bar.
So that's good.
So why didn't you call me yesterday?
I just told you. I explained it. Listen,
okay, well, you better call me.
Because I know you. Listen, it don't make sense to waste a beautiful time on the phone. I could be talking.
It's like, why are you laughing? It's not funny. He's like, I don't, this is not my situation, but from a man and woman situation, like the man's been in jail now all this time and he's calling you out and he's trying to be nice because you're all he has, but you are thinking it's funny that you are fucking up.
It's never a waste. It's never a waste. Even if you got to say something negative, I'm here for it. That's fine. I'm okay with it.
Okay, and I don't like making nobody feel like they're a burden to what the fuck I got going on. Because here's
what I'm dealing with. I'm okay with that. I inserted myself in a situation, so it's not like you called me. I called you.
Let me tell you what really pissed me off. So the guy that I tell you getting ready to get out, he getting ready to go home. He dropped the charger down to a misdemeanor. But he said all my family showed up on the Zoom. I'm saying to myself, what the fuck is going on over here with me? I done gave all these people money, looked out for these folk bottom. What is going on with me?
Okay, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you got to look at yourself as a father to have 6 kids. No one's shown up to come visit you. Your ex Dion ain't come and see you. Yeah, he needs to look at himself as to why this has happened because this is really a testament to you and who you are as to why no one has shown up. Absolutely.
Yep. It's you know, sometimes some people don't give you the same energy that you give them, regardless of the title. That's why I don't do titles, and you have to treat them accordingly. Start giving them the energy that they give you instead of being, you know what I'm saying, the person that's always doing above and beyond.
Okay.
You gotta look out for yourself.
Okay, so how can I do that? I can't even do it because I'm sitting here.
It's temporary.
For one
it's a nightmare.
Man, it go from one string to another string to another string to it get higher and higher and higher and higher. Now I done got on the 7 deadly sin list. That's how I'm looking right now. Who can I? Man, my brain is so scattered right now. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know when the next time I'll be to hug you. That's the sad thing about it. That is the sad thing about it. And you talking, why just sit down here and take a try? Oh yeah, okay. We're talking about 2, 3 more years from now. Man.
Oh, you know what?
You got your confirmation yesterday when your lawyer friend told you how long he sit up in that motherfucker with no bond. This shit is serious.
I know. And that's the thing. That's the problem with Georgia is the fact that you're saying they can't pull anything until you're indicted. And if they're going to sit there and try to play this out, because that's what prosecutors and the police do, they use the law. They'll rat the time out and then say, okay, on the last day, let's throw an indictment on them after 3 years.
It's a lot of them in here. It's a lot of them in here. They just did it last week. Motherfucker, they make on the last day, put it on them.
They throw it on you so that now I got to bring the evidence for it. Oh, now I don't have any evidence because it was all a lie. So let's drop it 4 years later. That's not how this is going to work.
Well, I'm telling you what's going on right now.
I know.
So I don't have no confidence going in that Tuesday. I'm not talking negative. I'm just telling you what I done deal with this lady 4 times. 4 times. They put the shit in there talking about the police going this, that. They did that so they can take me out of this other judge's hand and put me in this other judge's hand that they've been winning with the whole time. It's common sense. It's a repeated cycle.
Yeah, they're playing with your life.
Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. It's common sense. They're using their shit towards me, so it ain't shit I can do about it. Nothing. It's not. It's not.
Stand still because of that, because of the procedure.
There you go. So that is. It ain't got nothing to do with no joke. It's everywhere. I've been looking at so much shit.
I know, and I need to stop looking at all of that negative because that's making you feel worse about your situation than you already do.
I'm just saying what's going on.
I know, but I don't need you to lose a little hope, you know?
Well, I'm a reality person.
It's hard.
It's hard. And I'm a reality person. I just like reality. And what I see right now, what I've been seeing, I'm fucked. So that's what I see. I don't see nothing.
I know.
Yeah, that's it. So it is what it is. Like I done killed 15 people. That's where I feel right now. And I'm prosecuted already. So I don't know what this lawyer gonna do. I told you I don't really do these too good because they don't come see you like that. They're not obligated.
Come see you.
They're not obligated to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how are you you can't properly defend anybody without having a conversation.
No, yeah, you come the day of. Yeah. What is the day of? The day of, that's not enough
That's
evidence.
not enough time for her to act on it. Right. She can hear you, but then you got to act on what I'm talking about. But if there's nothing that she can do at this hearing, but so much, then it doesn't matter until.
No. Yeah, until I go to court. No, I got to get she got to put me in for a bond for it. And the only way I can do that, I got to go to a superior court. So I got to hope whenever they see me, I can actually see when I'm going to a bond hearing because you keep saying there's nothing on there. There's nothing on there. So.
I can't believe he was mad at me.
That's okay. You made progress. So shit, you get out of the house and you start moving around. So that's a good thing.
You was mad about me, and you not mad about me getting out the house. Who cares about that?
Well, I have a legitimized. Listen, I have a legitimized reason.
Yeah, I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying, oh my God, you was mad at me.
Well, I don't want to take it out on you either, because you don't want to love me on the planet right now. So that's all I got. Shit, I don't want to kill that shit. Shit.
It's not gonna kill it. We can have
Yeah.
disagreement. You can be mad at me. I'm not fake.
You see, he knows he can only go but so far with her. You know what I'm saying? He's only going to go but so far because at the end of the day, she is all he has. So he's low key complaining, but I think it's going to get worse. I know he said legitimize. I know. I know. We were just going to skip over that one. Let me see. Ernesto is not even worth all that. I don't know why, like, she's a low self-esteem chick. I mean, that's all that there is to it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She to stick around for this mess, it's like, girl, come on.
Like that.
But she doesn't know better. She may not, it may not even be that she doesn't know better. She may not even want better. She likes this type of dude. This
I'm
is
in it for
this
the
is her
long haul. I
jam.
understand that your frustration and what you're going through, and that you might
Yeah.
be short sometimes, and your patience and all of that. I get that.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
that just
sensitive.
okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you, Dan. I'm gonna try to tighten up more, but
You
that
gotta
was on
call
my
me
brain
every
right now.
day, even if
Yeah.
it's for 2 seconds.
I
That's
know
for
that
me.
good.
Even if you don't
Okay.
feel like it, that's for me.
All right. What time you gonna get? Yes, ma'am. What time you gonna be available today?
Call me
5
around
o'clock.
6.
No.
Call me around 6.
Okay. I'll call you around 7. Love you too.
No,
Love you too.
6.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications.
Excuse me, guys. I was just talking my ass off. A normal functioning man, Dr. Charles, say it. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. A normal functioning man, especially in her age group, let's just say 60. Ernesto's basically 60, but younger. And 45 is younger, but 45 is a grown ass man, right? Um, she's still not mature enough. That's why she dates so much younger men. But on top of that, a normal functioning man of 45 and over is not going to have anything to do with this type of a woman. She admitted she inserted herself. Yes, I heard that. She inserted herself in this. Yeah, she did. I absolutely, yes, I heard it. Yes. But what is that doesn't we know that, like we all saw it. So yeah, she inserted herself into this situation. This is what she likes cuz so she could be still dealing with Nesto and not be involved in any of this. She didn't have to be on the blogs, right? Said to Sonia, you're the only one helping Nesto. Sonia smiled and blushed. More proof of main character syndrome. She wants to be a star. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna go over these in just a second, guys. Um, all right, give me just a second. I need to. All right, I'm gonna tee it up real quick. Give me just a second.
saying he trusts her.
Okay.
Okay. How long were you married?
2014.
Okay. I understand.
I know.
Okay. Been there, done that.
We dated on and off since 1989. So we were just like, you know,
Okay.
and we
All
still
right.
talk. Like we still talk. We still cool.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now let me just make this clear to those in the chat that may not know. I think everybody knows, but just for the hell of it. Ernest Williams, known as Ernesto or Nesto, correct?
Nesto.
Or Nest.
Ew.
No, I
You know.
So did she say how long she was
okay,
married?
How long were you married?
2014. Got married in 2009.
Okay, how long were you married?
2014.
Okay. Did she not
understand.
say on Tasha K she was married for 5 years? I mean, for 4 months? I'm like, wait a second, 5 years? That threw me all the way off. You said you were married for 4 months. Am I tripping? You have seen this? You have not seen this yet? Okay, you guys watch this tonight. Wait, I'm dropping the Tasha K. Does she even still have this thing on here? Okay. Okay. 4 months. That's what she said on Tasha K. That is exact. So, I mean, look, that's easily verifiable. So we're gonna just leave that right there, right? January. Hey boo. We're gonna leave that right there. Bougie gang, you understand the assignment, and we're gonna fact check it, okay? Through some public records. I mean, that's just what it is. Sonia likes for people to come and get all up in her business. So that's all. I started watching some of this, but it gets on my nerves. I said I'll wait until the girls give some commentary on it. Let me find everybody. I haven't seen it. Or we watch. It's 2.5 hours, girl. I got to make dinner. So I can only get into about another like 20, 30 minutes of this because I got to get dinner started. We're like really running behind today. Um, the paper also showed it took her ex a whole year to run her down. Did you know what? Maybe someone sent me this. So was it a 5-year situation to get her a divorce, Auntie? I feel like I might have something on this now that I think of it, but I don't know. I think she said she was married 4 months. I really don't think I looked in at any of this. Yep, she said 3 months, but she lied. You know what I'm saying? 4 months turned to 5 years. So was it an actual good 4 months of marriage and 5 years to get a complete divorce? I mean, okay, we'll find out and then we'll talk about it. I'll get the documents in front of me because I feel like I saw something about this, but I really didn't care. But now that it's become a talking point, or a discrepancy, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to get into it. Okay. So we'll do that. That's on our list. Sis, you've got an action item on our list, and I promise you we won't be like, oh, we were at the club for 6 hours and we never took care of it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Let me do a clip on this. Can we share clips? Oh, she doesn't have it set like that.
Okay, been there, done that.
Okay, so let's listen to the full clip for anyone just coming in.
And then, you know, because I was still on the agreement, which was this ain't gonna be serious. He came over with that. So it wasn't like it was something I kept seeing to know he's got an issue. You know, sometimes you don't know a person got an issue till you see they got an issue.
Why does he have an issue? Why can't it be you have an issue? You're talking to a married man.
And that's what it was. Because they were normal up until that point.
But just so you know, the law of attraction doesn't care about the signs as much. It knows what's missing in you and what lessons you need to learn. And you're attracting something that needs to be healed. But we'll talk more about that later on.
Some good ones too. I didn't, all of them aren't bad. Like I had some good ones.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
I mean, she's attracting opportunity to stand in her integrity. How about that? She's attracting opportunity to say no to someone who's not available. Like, stop expecting other people. You know, there are a lot of people who kind of expect other people to do the right thing. Like, why should I have to do the right thing when you should have to do the right thing? But the right thing for you is to not be with someone who's technically not available. Now, him not looking for dates while married, obviously that goes without saying. But maybe when she's talking about the laws of attraction here, is that she's learning a lesson. It's to maybe stand in your integrity and have more value of yourself, right? So that could be the lesson. Arrive late on the replay crew. Hey, Lexi, how are you?
Okay, so with that said, let's talk about how you met Ernesto. And for those of you that are just coming into the chat, hi everybody. If I haven't spoke to you, I'm sure that my my moderators will greet you properly. This is Sonia Durham Waller. So are you going by Miss Durham now? How you gonna change the name, Sonia, when you got a whole channel that's called Miss Waller?
So the thing what it is because my last name, Durham, that's my maiden name. It was kind of very popular where I'm from. So I was kind of trying to be like, so Waller was a nobody. No one knows me by that name, you know? So
is that a married, so you were?
That's my married name.
Okay. So you were married, when did you get married?
I got married in 2009.
Okay, how long were you married?
2014.
Okay, I understand.
I know.
Okay, been there, done that.
We dated on and off since 1989. So we were just like, you know.
Okay.
And we still talk. Like we still talk. We still cool.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now let me just make this clear to those in the chat that may not know. I think everybody knows, but just for the hell of it. Ernest Williams, known as Ernesto or Nesto, correct?
Nesto.
So is that Anthony Durham? Is that who she's talking about? The husband? Anthony Waller from Cleveland. Sonia Durham. Is this her? Let me see. Girl, it's like, okay. I don't know if that's the same person or not. Anyway, it doesn't matter right now. Let me get back to business.
He is the husband to Miss Shirley Strawberry, who is a co-host on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And so tell us how it is that you became acquainted with Nesto.
I met him in Buckhead, looking at property. And we just started, you know, talking about stuff. I don't know how we came about that. Oh, I do.
That's your typical though. Do you hear her MO? So she met him in Buckhead. She's looking at property. So she said she was driving by, saw a property that she wanted. She parks, she goes, she meets up with this guy, and she asked him how she can get the information to the property. So if that's the discrepancy, but do you hear how she seems to always want to talk to a guy about business? We heard that in a call recently. She said she went out with someone or she was talking to someone and they talked mostly about business, somebody that she'd met. I don't know if it was the dating app or something. And she said, we talked about business the whole night. and then she meets Nesto, and then what does she do? She talked about business, and then she just talked about going out with Madison, and they met the guys. They were there at the club for 6 hours, and what did they do? They talked about business. Every man she meets, she's low-key dry begging, looking for money for one of her businesses. Do you hear that?
I remember now. He took a call in front of me, and the guy was talking to him about an RV. And then I was just listening. And then when he got the phone, I was like, oh my God, you like RVs? And he looked at me like, yeah. And I was like, I started talking about RVs, and he was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, how do you even know? And I'm like, man, I've been following, studying and trying to figure out what do I want to do with, as far as tiny houses, RVs, all of that, container homes, because that's where I was trying to go. Like, I was trying to figure out, what's my retirement or whatever.
But weren't you at that property looking to start a gay club, but you're homophobic? I mean, make it make sense, Sonia.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just kicked off from there, and then we just started vibing off of that.
Okay. And just so we're clear, you said your retirement. Tell us a little bit about your professional history. Like what's your
Girl,
business?
by
You said
job
you went
to job.
Florida to open a business. And I know you were obviously looking to open another business when you met Nesto. What is your background in?
Right. So my background is construction. My dad owned a construction company for a lot of years. 50 years he did construction. So I was raised doing construction. Then I went to school after I had my daughter, paralegal.
Mm-hmm.
In my 20s, I kind of doing the
Insurance for insurance, all of the things.
What was I doing first?
Jail.
I'm trying to think
Girl.
how this went after went to school.
People are watching.
So I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wanted to be a cop too. It's kind of weird. I wanted to be a police officer.
Really?
Yeah, but my license was suspended because when I was 17, I got into a car accident and my dad didn't fix the situation, so they suspended my license. So I didn't have driver's license, so they said I didn't qualify because I didn't have driver's license. And so I started breaking the law, doing a little hustle stuff. And then after that, I stopped, and then I went into working for my attorney who was my attorney when I got shot. That's how I met him. And then I ended up working for him. He did criminal law, family law, probate, all that type of stuff. And so I ended up working for him for a lot of years. And then I ended up going to Detroit for 4 years. And then I was bartending, waitressing, working at a law firm. And that's how
It's like I'm lost. Did she ask her all that?
Into clubs.
Working at the law firm got you in the clubs?
No. I used to work at this place in Detroit. Neither one of my parents drank, smoke, or did anything. So I didn't know anything about liquor. So as a side hustle, because I was never getting child support for my kid, at this point I had two, I started waitressing at this place in Detroit. And then in waitressing, went to bartending. And then I moved back to Cleveland, started flipping houses. The market crashed in 2008. Then I moved to Miami. When I moved to Miami, I was trying to go back into the law firms, but I didn't speak Spanish. So I ended up working. One of my friends hooked me up with Pops, who is Trick's father, Trick Daddy's dad. And so he was running a club called Diamonds Cabaret, which was an urban club. It was upscale urban. And I started working there.
So she'll say, I was working for so-and-so, Trick's dad. Like, we're just supposed to know who Trick is. Oh, you mean Trick Daddy? She just loves to name drop so much. It's like ridiculous. Nobody cares about Trick Daddy's dad, okay? Girl, Trick Daddy's dad. Does anyone even checking for Trick Daddy right now?
As a door girl. And I worked for the door.
It's like, what was the question again? Let me see what you guys are doing. I'm over here looking at Sonia's resume on LinkedIn. Look at this freeze frame. Look at Sonia.
Where I wanted to be a bartender. But he put me on the door because I was like 38 years old at
She
the time.
tells the worst story. Oh my God. I would have been like, am I still live? I would have been like, oh my God, am I still live? Like, I just zoned out for a second. We can't miss Trick Daddy now. Okay. Girl. Porsche and Lambo, stop now. Out of here. Golly. I'm sure you guys can hear this. There she goes with that girl. I am so like, girl. Okay. All right. Let's listen. K Sharice, girl. Hey, K Sharice. Hey, boo boo. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, everybody. What's going on? I know y'all. Are y'all making dinner? Yo. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which I was
Here she goes fabricating another story.
Then the door. $1,500 a night. So the door was cool. I was like,
$1,500 a night at the door.
The door was good, and I only worked like a couple nights a week. That was a lot. Good money at the door, just greeting, and you see everybody, and I was just like, wow, I like the door. And then so I ended up doing the office and the door because they knew my background. And then within 6 months, I was
that you've been to jail? That was she in prison? Does she have a felony? Was it a felony that she got for insurance fraud? Because is that what it was? Like they knew your background. So what was the background? The jail, the prison sentence that you had when you were in prison and in and out of jail, and on the wrong side of the law. So you said.
Mm-hmm. And I went from the money room to assistant general manager. This was all in under a year.
Oh wow! So you learned the entire business from.
Yeah, so I learned a lot. I learned a lot from him. This was a strip club.
Okay.
So at the same time, he left and opened up the original King of Diamonds in Miami. And so then I went and started working for other owners after that. Okay. And I did property management as well as, overseeing strip clubs. I worked under the owners over the managers.
Okay.
Was that Elliott? Was that Elliott Enterprise?
I have a question about. One, you mentioned that you went to work for the attorney that was your attorney when you were shot. Why did you need an attorney when you were shot?
Victims of crime.
Ooh.
So you
have an attorney that's assigned to work.
Yeah, so they'll give you it's money that the state will pay you for being a victim of a crime. And what they did was they just paid my bills for me.
Okay. And then the other thing was that you went to school to become a paralegal. So you're an actual licensed paralegal?
Yeah, I went to school. School's not open no more, I found out. But yeah, I went to Academy of Court Reporting in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
This was in the 80s and the 90s. So it was like way long time ago.
Okay. All right. But you didn't want to continue that work?
Oh, you guys couldn't hear me. Did you guys see the LinkedIn page? Girl, the dogs were going crazy. Okay, hold on. All right, did we see this? Someone with a ponytail as her what's it called? Tiger Shark Realty, Director of Business, Administrative Assistant, Elliott Enterprise, Paralegal, Law Office of David J. Stern, Donald Butler's, Academy of Court Reporting and Technology, Cleveland, and Shaker Heights High School. Sounds like her. Sounds like her to me. Okay. And it says Sonia Waller with a ponytail white lady. Okay. Okay. My bad, y'all. Portia and Lambo were just doing the most. Girl, it was just a lady. It was a convenient lady with a ponytail. That's Sonia when she comes back in her next life as a white lady.
Kit, I kind of, I was recently doing it as a fallback, but
You gotta lie on my wrist.
when I got into the club business, the money's is like
Love you.
the money's like this.
Mhm.
What you make in a month, you making a week at a club.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward. I dropped the link to this. I will put it in my description box. Go check out our sis. She is a lovely lady. Let's just go around here to the middle for a minute, and then let's get into. Then we're gonna fast forward a little bit to the end. Okay, let's get to like the 1 hour point somewhere around there.
I was in Florida still.
Okay, so you're in Florida at this time. What happened? Were you back in Florida?
I was in Florida still.
Hold on.
It was a month after he was in jail because he didn't know my number.
Okay, so Sonia,
It was a month.
This is how Sonia found Nesto. She found him and then she sat down and wrote him a 4-page letter. I don't know if it could have been 3 pages. She sat and wrote that ninja a letter. I don't know what Nesto did to this woman, but he got her all fucked up. Okay. Do you hear me? Sis went and got some paper and a pen. She sat down, got paper, a pen, an envelope, and a stamp, and ran her ass over in her scooter down over to the damn mailbox. I'm writing you a 4-page letter and sealed it with a kiss. Wait, Aaliyah Waller. She wrote that ninja a 4-page letter on paper with a pen and an envelope, got some stamps, and sent that ninja a letter to the mail. She said it came in like 3-4 days. Okay, hold on a second. Let's get to this part so y'all can laugh.
Penises is not my business.
But
I don't even ask it.
But
If
it
I ain't
was your
touching it-
business. Let me say this. It was your business before all that shit happened. It was your business. And next time, don't let that happen again. You better ask the right questions, okay?
Oh, I do now. I be on it.
I'm here for V's use of her pen as a prop to be like, look, okay, giving her some, and don't play with me, okay?
I be like, are you single? Like,
Okay. All right.
because
So
that ain't, man.
let me ask you this. Okay, so once he was arrested, you're saying
That was the first time that ever happened to me. Why people keep trying to ask to keep our people free, bring their men around you. I'm like, girl, please. No. That was the first time I ever did anything with somebody that was somebody's situation. Never date people that got girlfriends, fiancés, or wives. That just was a slip up.
that was one of my questions.
That was a slip up.
Okay, but that was going to be one of my questions, honestly.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So let me
Stop lying,
let's
Sonia.
move on. So by the time by the time he is arrested, you've seen him 5 times. Y'all talked or text on the phone pretty regularly, and then he's arrested. So you find out he's arrested because you said you didn't get a call. How did he call you? I'm just curious.
He would call like a breakfast call in the morning, like start your day, like a start your day call.
But I mean, from jail.
You see, she's so ready with her damn talking point. She goes immediately into, okay, where am I in the story now? Okay, what part am I on?
When I found out he was in jail, I wrote him because he didn't know my number. It was a month after he was in jail. It was like around August 29th.
Hold on. When that happened, were you back in Florida?
I was in Florida still.
Okay, so you're in Florida at this time, and he's in jail here. Got it. Okay, so you wrote him a letter when you found out where he was. Okay. How long does it take the mail to get to him? Like weeks or?
That might have took him like 3 days to call me after I mailed it, maybe 3-4 days.
That's pretty good. Okay.
But it was a paper thing. It wasn't. I didn't know about the digital stuff they got going on.
Okay.
I sent him an old school letter in the mail, and he called me, and I was like, "Why are you still in jail?" Because I could see how when he got arrested and everything. I'm like, "Why are you still in jail?" All your stuff is bondable.
Well, wait. At that time when he was arrested, how many charges was he facing at that time? 2. And what were those 2 charges?
When he first got arrested, he had a warrant from Calvin, which was the theft by deception.
Is that the one about the car? Is that dealing with the car?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so he had somehow with that car situation, that situation is squashed because that's not even one of his charges. That situation is squashed.
Okay.
He had the one thing with that one thing with Calvin, and then they went and did, and then
She's so disrespectful. Do you know Calvin? Why are you calling Calvin Calvin? Do you know Calvin? There's a victim by the name of Calvin something. He alleged that there was some sort of a fraud for a credit repair service. I have that let me see. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I think I looked that up for you guys already and I requested it, but Fulton County had the cyber attack. So I did get a report today. Let me see what I got because I looked at, you know what? I looked at that. Let me see what I got. And let me get back through that. Let me click
search
on the report I
warrant
just got.
on the 9th. They executed a search warrant and they ended up arresting the co-defendant because of whatever she had in her house. But the house they thought was his, they didn't turn up anything. It was her house that turned up some stuff that she was doing.
Okay, so wait a second. Let's go back. You said the 2 charges was theft by deception, and that was exactly what again? Explain what that meant.
That was a guy saying that he walked in his business and offered something about homes for vets and credit repair. And which again, that warrant was
okay.
It was stating like they were strangers when they knew each other because they used to work together. So
okay.
It's very questionable, the warrant. But that was the only one he had at the time. And then when they did the search warrant thing, then they arrested Erica, and that's when they brought up the conspiracy charges with them 2 together.
Okay, so the 2 charges was the theft by deception and then the conspiracy. Conspiracy of what though?
Conspiracy to all the stuff that she actually did. So when she filed documents in the court, they said he conspired with her. When she showed up,
they were his cases. Like she didn't just go file stuff in the court. He had 2 cases. His wife had an eviction case going on in civil court. Somehow Erica managed to come over there with Nesto. They're on Zoom hearing. Nesto is sitting at 990 Pine Grove Road. They screenshot it from the Zoom hearing. He's in a upstairs office at Erica's house on a Zoom call, and Erica is sitting there posing as April Holloway. Okay, so no, she didn't she may have filed something with the court, but she filed it on a case that Nesto asked her to come to. She didn't just do it and he got caught up in it. He was in it and he invited her to it. It was Shirley's home. It was this place. Hold on. Bent Creek Manor. Hello? It was Bent Creek Manor. Okay? Y'all seeing this? Hello? They were getting evicted from this place. And Erica showed up as April Holloway, pretending to be a lawyer on this dispossessory claim. Hello?
And he trusts her enough to have her come in there, and she's pretending to be a lawyer. Now, you're not going to tell me he didn't know she wasn't a lawyer.
I can't ask that question to him, and I don't know.
Right.
Why are you here, ma'am? Why are you wasting this nice lady's time? Why are you bothering her? Why are you here? You don't know any answers. You don't know anything. So April Holloway, aka Erica King, decides to take up as some real lawyer named April Holloway, and you just decide to go over on Miss Shirley's case for an eviction. And then when Nesto's getting sued by a lady's Harley Davidson that she reported stolen that was sitting up in front of 980 PGR. Hold on, y'all. Regina Delaney, her Harley was sitting in front of 980. Okay. She's civilly suing, okay, for her Harley Davidson. Nesto took off her property. We read that affidavit the other day. She is suing. And here comes Erica again, signing in as April Holloway, attorney April, on another one of his cases. This is not a coincidence. So he's got cases. The man's broke. He's getting sued. He's in trouble. And he's got his fictitious ass lawyer who loves to play lawyer, who's not a lawyer.
Only thing that I said about that with him, because I don't know, he's never mentioned anybody to me before he went to jail. So I don't know what their relationship was.
Sonya doesn't realize how stupid she looks and sounds. Like the more, oh, thank you. The more she does this, the more she looks real silly. The more she looks real silly. I just don't understand why she keeps showing up for this. And then she knows, but she's going to say, oh, the people on the internet, the bloggers, they're just trying to give me a hard time. They're coming for me because I wear a ponytail and I'm cute. They're coming for me because I'm 4'10" and I'm the size of an 11-year-old, and they're just jealous of me. And they idolize Shirley and just create all of this nonsense talk. Ain't nobody jealous of you for nothing, and nobody wants your man at all. Okay. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point.
I only assume that they weren't that close as people tend to want them to be. I think they were close on some things, but I don't think they were close where, so she know the kids, she's, coming over here and then da type
Did you
stuff.
send me something?
I don't think they were.
Lenore said, Sonya, you're really only.
I don't believe they were personally
You're
close.
not only one helping this.
Okay, so
Only because,
yes. Okay, we saw that one.
like I said, he called me when he went to court for that charge, and they were reading off the charges, and they were talking, and they read off her name.
I saw that.
He didn't know who it was.
I saw that. Interviewed Ed Gordon on her channel. Turducken didn't stand a chance over there. It was this was a grown woman interview. Absolutely. Yeah, Ed Gordon. I saw some of the people that she's interviewed with. Robin Roberts, or she had a picture with her. I don't know all of her accomplishments, but you can tell this is a grown woman who has I don't know what her professional background is, but clearly sis was trying to give Sonya a chance to explain the shenanigans, and ma'am failed miserably. Sonya just went into her talking points. She couldn't even move her bike for the interview. I mean, look at the bike, look at the arrow, and look at the bike. She couldn't even move her little bike scooter for the interview.
Thought they had the wrong person in there with them. So for him to be that close, for them to say, like, everybody trying to assume they're that close, he would know her married name. It's her married name, and he didn't know it. She thought.
Well, hold on. Before we go there, I don't even want to get into what he says he knew or didn't know. Let's just
wait. Her married name is Hughley. That has nothing to do with April Holloway. Nice try on the fadeaway, Sonya, but no, ma'am. Her married name is Hughley. Yes, we know that, but April Holloway is the impersonation of an actual attorney who is named April Holloway, and she looks nothing like April Holloway. On top of the fact, she didn't even have the proper bar number, so she's busted. Stop lying, Sonya. Erica Hughley, Erica King, Fine. That's a married name. That's a maiden name. April Holloway, that is some impersonation. That is identity theft. It's fraud. It's impersonation of a lawyer. And she didn't just trip up and fall into 2 cases that Nesto needed representation for a lawyer. Okay? No, ma'am.
Just talk about it like, okay, I'm pretending like I'm you in this moment, and I'm learning these things, right? I'm learning about these charges that this man that I don't really know has, right? He's got 2. At this time, he only has these 2. One is the credit repair thing, okay? The other one is, I'm sorry, what was the other one? The second one?
The conspiracy charges.
The conspiracy of what she was doing, which was also some sort of like scamming kind of situation, right?
Not that she said scamming.
Quote, unquote.
Well, yeah, this is August, September of 22, right?
Okay. So when you're learning these 2 things, and I guess in your mind you're thinking, well, if he says he's innocent, we'll just see how this plays out. Is that what you were thinking at that time? And you were just going to support him as a friend and believe what he said about it? Okay. I'll give you that. Now, when these other charges came down, which are much more serious, right? We've got
in January, the CP charge came.
CP, and yet you guys, as you know, we're talking about child corn, you know, on the cob. And the other one is
He said corn. We said corn too. That's funny. Yeah, look at Sonia. Sonia was out of her league at this moment, and I think she was annoyed. I think she was really annoyed. I think sis really tried to speak to Sonia and be super respectful and welcoming to her platform. But yes, Sonia, girl, just stop it.
Right.
You've done 5 interviews. Don't you think that's enough?
That didn't come out till July of 23.
Okay. So now let's talk about the fact that now you're learning about these charges that actually sound very heinous to hear about, right? And now here's this man. So he didn't tell you he was married until after you slept with him. So that's deception. He omitted truth there. Because by not telling you, he lying. As far as I'm concerned, when you omit the truth, you lying. And he omitted that on purpose so he could do exactly what he did with you. Okay.
Handle that booty.
He knew better. He didn't have to go because he knew he was married. Right.
But that's deception. So then you don't know this dude. You really don't know.
It's not deception because I didn't ask and get the wrong answer.
Doesn't matter.
So I don't feel like
Do you hear how that's part of the sickness and part of the addiction? Number one, her addiction, her little small people's addiction to be right. If you're a small stature person, don't be mad. I'm talking about her. Okay. You might not have this problem. Do you see how there are women out here who are very sick on that dick? Do you hear me? There's no other way I can say it. She is sick. She will do anything to cap, lie, run plays for this dude. She is low life living. She absolutely is. He could do anything and it's going to be that person's fault. Anything. She is committed. She's so committed that she denies her own self. She's so committed that she will just say, I'm a friend, knowing good and well she loves that ninja. She loves him to the core. She moved to Atlanta for him. He has a whole wife. If you would step out the way, maybe his wife, and I'm not saying Shirley's coming back, so don't even get all worked up on this. But at the end of the day, if I were in Shirley's situation and I got some trick over here clicking on my heels, running over to the jail to go visit my husband, I might just take a break. If that's what you want to do, that's who you want coming to visit you. I'm not coming up there. Why should she? This guy has this lady putting money on his books, talking to her on the phone, and he's accused of all kinds of stuff. And he doesn't agree. He doesn't appreciate the $40,000 that I've already put out. $40,000 Shirley has already kicked out on lawyers. And this chick is helping herself to calling the lawyers and checking on his case. Oh, if you didn't see my video, Nesto and Erica, PGR, Pine Grove Road Shenanigans, that's the video that you need to go watch. And then there's 3 videos, Erica King, back to back, that will give you what you need on, at least to be somewhat caught up on Erica King and Pine Grove Road and the conspiracy shenanigans. So catch those, okay? And those came out this weekend.
Like it was deception. I just feel like he knew better and he shouldn't have on that. I don't feel like it was deception. I just feel like by him being a married person,
That's deception.
he knew better.
Yeah.
I can't imagine talking to her for any length of time. I would want to beat my head against the wall.
No better, because he was deceiving his wife and you in that moment. It'd be different if he told you and then you guys agreed to, okay, I don't give a shit, and then you go do what you do. But that's not what he did. He didn't even give you that option.
And that's what I got. That was part of the argument that I gave him.
Exactly.
Well, my argument was I don't do that. And you messed my record up because I went my whole life not ever doing that. And that was an issue. That was more of an issue with me than, because I was like, I ain't never did that before. And I pride myself on never being that person. And then I get 52.
Yeah.
Screwed my record.
And now you just said, fuck it. I don't care.
Let me say this. Hold on.
Okay, so you prided yourself, or you were proud of the fact that you'd never been a mistress or a side piece to a married man, and now you have just gone full bananas by moving your ass from Florida to Atlanta to be with him, just to be a secretary.
AFV Media, thank you so much for your super chat. They want me to ask you about
the Hazel and Miss Jones thing. I don't know anything about that. That girl said it was 2016. I didn't meet him till 20.
Okay. And then her daughter, my other moderator said, it's civil. So,
what's civil?
When you were talking about,
they trying to be funny. Listen, a couple attorneys agreed with me on that. So anyway.
Well, are they his attorneys? The ones that
they were speaking to me on behalf of his cases and stuff. Yeah, they was not the ones he have now. This is a couple of attorneys that I talked to that I was going to hire for him that do criminal law here. And then I spoke to a prosecutor, and I spoke to a couple police officers. And like they said, they got to prove that the relationship had criminal intent. And how they try to spin it in court, she was trying to say, oh, he walk up to women and say, my wife is.
Okay, so so having a dictionary in this moment wouldn't be helpful. Yeah, because she wouldn't know how to use it. Absolutely not. That was like her saying she was going to look up how to use CMOS. Sonia acts slow. Okay, period. Y'all, you would not believe I've got a dog in my lap at this moment. It's ghetto intelligence. She's awful. Here we go with the stories. Yes, here we go. Let's see. Okay. I know I skipped a bunch. I had to skip down to get to, let's see. Okay. You met him in 2020, but arguing down his case before 2020. Like, you don't even know. Yeah. She did not know any of these people. She doesn't know what's going on. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Let's get back. You were my lover and my secretary. Okay.
Just in hopes of trying to woo them and con them. And I was like, why would you pick a woman that looks like she's not doing financially well? Because there's a lot of women here that's winning, driving nice cars, carrying the bags, looking like money. So why would he choose somebody that didn't look like that if it was a scam? You're gonna go after the prize. If you scam,
maybe he really
you're not gonna go
her.
after somebody that look like they're not doing all that well financially.
So that's how you choose. You think that's how people choose their marks all the time based upon just their appearance alone?
Yes, Sonia, tell us how you pick
Common
mark.
sense would tell a person.
Ooh,
This is the
okay.
thing. If you look at the lifestyle of a person, like when I met him, my bills were like $7,000 a month. If you got bills that are 10,000, 15,000 a month,
V's trying not to laugh.
and you trying to scam somebody, you not scamming nobody that's struggling.
That's not true. Now I'm gonna tell you why.
It's a waste of time if your mentality
From your scam point of view,
feels the need to scam somebody that's struggling. Because
Let me explain something to you. Most people who get scammed are not rich people. Rich people are not the folks getting scammed. It's the poor people that get scammed. And if you have a credit, I'm just saying, and you said he didn't have this business, but let's say
if it took him.
Example. Hold on. Let me give you an example. If you've got a credit repair business, that already tells you somebody's not doing well.
okay. If your scam is credit repair, you're targeting people who don't have good credit. Say it one more time, okay? Say it one more time.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Sonia, his scam was different from your scam. You were looking for Kevin Samuels on the Atlanta streets. He was looking for Boo Boo, Bebe, and whomever. He didn't want a couple of rich chicks because they probably all know each other. So he wanted like a regular, quote unquote, Nesto regular chick. He wanted a corporate chick, like the real estate agent. He wanted a Shirley Strawberry. And then he wanted a little runaround thing like you or the 19-year-old was a little dingy chick that he could run here, there, and everywhere.
Because they got mad.
Okay, so he said he didn't have one. So they didn't even have an official name. They didn't have it under the thing. He didn't show up with a card. And again, like I said, that whole situation with Calvin didn't even make sense because again, Calvin was a barber that worked in a barbershop with him. So while that whole, like I said, that whole warrant didn't even make sense. He didn't come in and meet him and say, hey, I got a credit report. Da, 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 da. He knew him as I work in the.
She is the boo-boo. She is the silly chick. He can just go run. She is secretary. Okay. So you got Shirley, who is Miss Moneybags, who makes a paycheck, who doesn't know how to manage her money. Then you got Ebony, who I don't know what happened with her. She fell off. Then you got Bickham, who had deep pockets, who run out of town. She liked the Liquid V, I'm assuming. I don't know, allegedly. And then you got the teacher. He had a full portfolio of different types of females. There's no way that Shirley could have been paying her bills with the salary that she was proposed to be getting. He had to be managing her money because he was defaulting on everything. Okay. The fact that they're getting evicted and you're making $500,000 and your rent was like $6,000, they should have been able to pay that no problem. But she does have garnishments and things like that. But I cannot imagine what was going on, why Shirley could not pay her bills and was making a very, she was making executive pay if she was in corporate America.
Shop with him. He worked in his shop. So he was an employee. And then they said, oh, he picked him out of a lineup. Like it's work.
So you're going based on the warrants, but you're also going on what Dion told you about Calvin working in the shop, which you're saying didn't show up on the warrants.
Heard it as if there's two strangers who just met and he sold them this dream and he gave him some money. And I really didn't know him. When in fact he did know him.
Whether he knows him or not, does it make a difference? Oh, it's civil. It's civil. If he did know him, well, then it's civil. But then the last person that he went to court with who came for him civilly, he showed up with Erica King as April Holloway to fight as his lawyer. And that's what ended him up in the conspiracy. So keep saying it's civil. That's fine. It'll be civil. But the last civil situation, he got busted on a conspiracy because he didn't even bother to show up with a real lawyer. Okay. How about that, Sonia? Can you answer to that question?
Very well. So
let's say he knew him for 20 years. If what he says is true, that he gave this person, he was sold a dream and he bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Does that make a difference?
Well, the thing of it is because of the facts
At
of
the
certain
moment
things,
she
the big
realizes her
facts of
logic
that
don't make
piece
sense.
of paper, I doubt everything on it. Because they could have just told the truth. If it was an honest, if this is what happened and it's a flat out crime, then why didn't you word it truthfully? Why did you word it like this?
Look, it's just a police arrest affidavit or the warrant. It was enough information for them to be able to go and round him up off the streets. Um, if you don't like how the arresting officer or the investigator put the document together, why don't you write them a letter?
Try to
Why
make
don't
it
you
seem
write
like
them
he
a
just
letter
walked
instead of bothering us here on the YouTube streets?
in and
Maybe
introduced to
that's
be
what they were
this.
under the impression of at the time. Maybe
Hmm?
that hasn't been disclosed to them yet. Maybe whoever wrote the warrant,
That
it hadn't been
started out,
disclosed.
he walked into a barbershop and introduced him as Nesto. It didn't say he walked in and said it couldn't have been Nesto. Boy, could have been Calvin. Boy, could have been Calvin. The warrant started out, he walked into the barbershop. It didn't say who walked. It said he said it could be been Ernesto. Boy, could have been Calvin. Look, she finds one loophole detail, and that's what she's running with the whole time. She should be tired of saying the same. We're tired. We are tired, right?
Close to them the truth
He had
behind
to
that
write the
relationship.
warrant the way the guy told him because
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
talking to a stranger. So why would the police could have only gotten what's on the warrant from the person who gave them the information,
That's my point.
which
So
would be the victim. So if the
that's
victim
my
said
point.
this, right? So if the victim said this, that, and the other,
Mhm.
it just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So I throw it out.
Well, that's what you don't throw out the warrant. The warrant gives you, I guess, probable cause to do a further investigation. And upon further investigation, you either have the indictment or you don't. So this is the time that they're investigating in between, I guess, getting an indictment or whatever, further investigation and or an indictment to be able to prove the case. I mean, it's just too much.
Whenever the paper don't make sense, I just throw it out. Like I can't believe anything on it because he introduced
Wait a
himself
minute.
as
Hold on now,
Ernest.
Sonia. Now that's very, very contradictory.
Go ahead.
Because this man deceived you. And this man is cheating on his wife. So if you can't, his wife can't trust him, what makes you think you can trust him? And now he's got these charges.
Again, like I said, that's not contradictory because no, I'm not him aside, because he hasn't even said anything past I didn't do it. That's all he said. He didn't say he didn't know these people. He just said I didn't do it. Right? He says he knows the people. He just said the stuff that they're saying he did on the paper, I didn't do it. Nothing past that. I'm innocent. You can't really talk about anything else because he's not allowed to talk about his defense at all.
That's my point. When you asked him this, or when you've had these conversations, he's been locked up. He's been on recorded calls, right?
Right.
So that means he's going to say he didn't do it, even if he did it.
No, he could just say, I can't talk about my case. He didn't have to say all that. He could have just said, he told me I'm not going to jail for something I didn't do. I didn't do it.
He don't know you and you don't know him, and he knows he can tell you that and hoping you'll believe it.
You sound like the rest when they say you don't know him, but they believe the people they don't know. Don't nobody know nobody in this situation. So y'all don't know the people that's making the claim, just like y'all say I don't know the person that's being accused.
But here's
so don't nobody know nobody at this point. But I know him a little bit better than everybody knows anybody.
There's a difference. There's a difference. The difference is he's one person where all of these people are saying all this negative shit about him. All of these people are accusing him of doing something wrong to them. But it's just one of each of these people making these. I mean, they don't really know each other. There's no proof that they know each other.
Everyone's not getting together to lie on Nesto, right?
The detective said in court the two ladies know each other.
Okay. And even if they do, it's still multiple people saying something about a dude that you don't know at all, who was not honest with you.
So I'm only, like I said, I'm only going off of what I see and what I hear.
This is my point, and I've said this a million times. Why are you doing interviews? If you are pushing your social media, you want to be famous, you want to be a personality, what are we talking about? You can't talk about his case. You don't know his case. We already realize you defend this ninja loyal to the soil. So why are you here? Like, it's not even a good look. It's not cute. You're not his wife. You're not nothing. You're just a friend. Why are you here? Like, is it just me who's thinking this? Like, it doesn't make sense for her to continue to do these interviews and be bothered and take up the time. Like, it's entertainment for us, but it just doesn't make any sense, right? Like, okay, what is the point? Why are you doing all of these interviews? If you want to sell something, you want to do something, you're trying to, like, not that anyone is supporting, but like, what is it? What are you doing here? Why are you here?
In court. And what I see on the warrants and how the warrants don't make sense. So, again, like I always tell people, let the evidence show what it is. If the evidence show he wrong and they right, then that's what it is. That's the only thing we can wait for is the evidence, because y'all can harp and say, you don't know him. Y'all don't know none of these people. None of these people. And like I said, the source of where everything is coming from is the biggest question of all. I can tell a story to somebody and leave out something and it can be a crime. But if I told you the whole story, it cannot be a crime. So we don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story. We only know what the one girl said or the other girl said or the other girl said. So we don't know the whole story. We don't know, like I said, they didn't bring.
All of these women are saying it about this one man. And here's the other thing, Sonia, that I really want to get an understanding for. You and I talked a little bit yesterday, right? And
2 hours.
She threw her right up under the bus. 2 hours.
No, we talked for a long time. And while we were talking, you mentioned that you're his only boots on the ground for the most part. You're the only person kind of out here fighting for him. But Nesto has a wife. Nesto has does he have siblings?
6.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what happened here? Oh, okay.
And he trusts her enough to have her come in there.
Okay, let's advance a little bit. Guys, remember this is posted. I wanted to get to like right around this part because let's see. Sonia is on public. Really, it's bad tour though, Mbakati Kumba. It's bad tour. The tour is not giving what she thinks it's giving. It's just not. Thank you for supporting. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. Sonia is thinking they want my man. Nobody wants her man, girl. Where is that's my man. That's my man, bitch. Sis, your man is so safe. Nobody wants him, hun. You're good on that. Do I have it anywhere? Let's see. I don't. I'll spare you guys of it at this moment. Okay. Oh, here it goes. Okay.
Draw the people in, girl. You gotta draw in.
Let's see. Are we where we need to be? Okay, here we go.
No, don't be messy. And that's the problem I got now with phone calls from prison is now they jumped on the messy wagon.
Wait.
He was saying it.
Okay, phone calls from prison. If you're in the bushes, Sonia done called you out. Okay. But Sonia, we're still telling you, close your legs to married men, close your legs to married men, close your legs to married men. Sonia is thinking they want my man, right?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's get to about this part.
To be a dig because she was saying I was up on the pole with dudes filling it.
Oh, she's mad. Girl, if you don't know one thing about Sonya, she is so mad about grown woman vibes. She's so mad about sis. Sis got her mad, okay?
Fingering at me and stuff. She was saying it to be nasty. And she kept harping on it.
Okay. She's mad.
And I was like, and you hear me when I'm talking, you know I've never worked in a strip club. You can't find no pictures of me in those strip club outfits to even run with that. So when I'm talking about strip clubs, anytime I ever talk about it, I talk it from a manager's point of view. I don't never talk about, because my customers used to come in. I never said that. So that's the only thing that dancers.
She's just mad.
Entertainers say is my customers. When my customers come in and see me, that's dancer conversation. I've never said that. I've only talked about.
Okay, here we go. V looked like she was saying a prayer for a second.
Working in the aspects of an owner or when I used to manage. So it's not an easy thing to say type of scenario. And I was almost 40 when I started working in strip clubs. So who is 40 starting to strip? I know strippers that been stripping till they 40.
Yeah, but they weren't looking at your length of employment, probably, or the years there. I don't know what they were looking at, but they obviously knew you worked.
She wasn't looking at anything but to be messy, because at the same time she said that, she called me a hoe. So she again was being messy.
Let me tell you something. Grown woman got up under her skin, okay? And it's like, why are you so bothered, ma'am? Why are you so bothered? It's not a big deal.
Now they're being messy because you with a married man.
Don't matter. It ain't their business. It ain't the way they was trying to insert themselves. They're acting like it's
are they inserting themselves, Sonya, or are they just giving commentary on your life because you're involved with a person who's connected to a public person who's
it's one way. It's one thing to report. It's one thing to just report it and just leave it like whatever it is. Like, they from what we hear on the phone calls, it seems like they had an intimate moment or two, but listening to the phone calls
today, you told him in the video call today, you told him that he's yours. He's your man.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that. But I did. But did you listen to it, or did you just read the heading? Because on the other one, when it says Sonya says she's YouTube famous, and
see, Sonya, all Sonya says she does is just read the headings. She doesn't watch the video. She just goes through. She reads the headings and she goes to read the comments. That's it, and that's all. I'm not going to say I've never heard of such a thing, but I cannot imagine why why someone would do that. Why would you even do something so silly like that? But that's what she says she does. She does not. That's it. She's just going to she's just going to read the comments. That's all.
I'm like, when did I say that? And so I actually watched it. I did say it, but they put it on the heading like that's all I talked about. You get?
No, we don't get it. Why don't you watch the videos and stop reading just the comments? Because you are very messy. You are messy.
So when they put it on the head and you're thinking that's all I'm talking about is you're mine, and da 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 da. So I didn't listen to that video. You
gotta draw the people in, girl.
But still, don't be messy. And that's the problem I got now with phone calls from prison, is now they jumped on the messy wagon. It was one thing when they was just saying, Sonya talks about da 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 da, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Tell it like it is. But when you're trying to put all that, they don't have to, because they get in the traffic anyway. They don't even have to be messy.
They want more traffic.
So here's another bone of contention. People are making money. That's what Sonya wants her 15 minutes. Sonya really doesn't care about Nesto's freedom, because if she did, she would do his little action items that he asked her to take care of. And Sonya is salty because people are making coins off of her, and she's mad about it. She's mad. That's what that's Is that still number one for, like, I don't know if what's number one for most of you guys, but I promise you, she is salty that people are making money. Okay. She's not able to launch her social media campaign for Sonia failed. It's corny. Her social media for Nesto failed because she's lazy. And she wants her 15 minutes, but go back to her social media campaign failed. And she's salty because people are making money and she's not.
Girl, this is a business.
She's mad that people get more views than her using her name than her using her name. Okay? Girl, where's my drum?
It ain't our fault that Nesto.
It's a business, but it ain't reality TV.
It is. It's better.
Girl, she's mad. Okay? Stay mad, son. Sonia is mad. Okay?
It's not something we signed up for. And
well, you don't have to sign up for it. This is also called a blog. This is also called news and news reporting. And most of us are registered as media. And just because it is independent media and you don't think it's valid doesn't mean it's not valid, because it's very much valid. Okay. Period.
When you sign up for reality TV, you sign up for people to be in your business and judge you and talk about you. It's part of it. You get a check for it. This is something that we didn't sign up for.
She's salty because it was said that it's a reality show. And I mean, I think that, look, at the end of the day, no matter what anyone chooses to call it, at the end of the day, this story is being reported on. And a lot of people's shows or live streams are also entertainment value. So like infotainment. And don't be all butthurt about being called a reality show. It's like she harps on the most minor things.
That we was dragged out about, and then they want to drag it and drag it and drag it and drag it and make him look a certain way, make me look a certain way. They was coming for the
Thank you, Joey.
for like 8-9 months. They was coming for her. You know what I'm saying? It was just them trying to just be overly messy and nasty with no.
Okay, I got a couple of super stickers. Joey, thank you so much. And Nina, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it. Let me drop you some coins. And then I think, let me see, is it Chris? I think Sonia's trauma has really thrown off her ability to sympathize with the victims. She has turned ice cold. She's icy. She is definitely giving ice vibes. You know what I mean? So absolutely very good point. And thank you for mentioning that. She's gone Ray Charles to it. She's not interested in hearing any good sense. She is, like I said, dickmatized. She is sick on that dick. She's lost all brain cells when it comes to her boo thing, Nesto, to the point that she has decided that she's going to cap so hard that she's going to just play friends. She's going to just play friends and pretend like it didn't even happen. Like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Hey, hey, woman of wealth, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I don't see Joey's in here anymore. Okay. Let me see. Who gives a shit if she was or wasn't a stripper? I don't care. I could care less, hon. I really, we don't care, girl. Everyone's got a pass, okay? Okay. Leandra, thank you, sis. Thank you. I thought I saw one from Joey. Somehow it fell out of my queue. Oh, there it goes. Okay, there's Joey. Joey, thank you. Woman of wealth, KK. And nobody cares. KK, and then I think I said thank you already, but I appreciate you, sis. Hey, Sonia didn't even receive a scam call in the what? What's that emoji? Hold on, let me make it bigger. Girl. My glasses are not working with me tonight. Okay, let me make it big. Is that a chair? What is that? Oh, in the hospital? So you didn't even receive a scam call in the hospital. 504, thank you, sis. I appreciate it, hon. Hold on, babe. Yes, thank you. Okay. Sonia needed a magic wand. Sonia's got a scam wand, okay? Look at poor V. V is like, my God, of all the interviews I could have booked, and this woman has lost her freaking marbles.
No consideration that these are real people going through stuff. And you know, regardless of if somebody feel like he did it or not, you still got to just wait
Thanks,
and see what
honeybee.
what the outcome is. You can't sit there and prejudge a situation that has no evidence. All it has is a couple of comments, and then he can't say anything to try to, you know, dispute the
This one's
comments.
to
He
piss
can't
off.
say anything right now.
Y'all, you know Sonya gets real mad when you guys start dropping that bougie gang magic on me. When you start making it rain like it used to rain in the club, she gets mad. Incognito burrito, okay, with the Dominique Devereaux avatar serving bad bitch realness, okay? Girl, okay? I know she's mad on that one. Sonya is mad, okay? I don't think she could keep up with V. V is a lady and giving all kinds of, oh, thank you, babe. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Oh, my baby.
So all it is some
You
comments
bought me a snack.
that when we go to court that has no supporting evidence. So like I
You bought me a snack because mommy is working.
said, we went to court and they had supporting evidence of anything to say, okay, that's true, or he did that, fine, no problem. But every time we go to court, I'm like, why are they charging him? What? That don't even make sense. And it's crazy because they sat there and they said all this stuff and they was like, well, his name's not on any of it. I'm like, then why are you charging him? Oh, well, that happened in Kentucky. Then why are you charging him? And it wasn't even sent to him. It was sent to this company and not him. And what happened after? We don't know what happened. We just know they went up there and this is what transpired. Yeah, but that's not a crime. What happened after that? We don't know. We didn't do any investigation after that. It's not a crime to go out of town and to a dealership and somebody wire money. That part's not a crime. Where's the crime?
The crime is that he washed her money. This is my opinion. He got the money, girl. Friday child. Thank you, Friday child. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that based on the way that the transactions went, and we read the real estate agent, Miss Gail, Miss Bickham, basically the way I read it is that when she gave him that money, it was to make a specific purchase, and the purchase was to be in her name. We all know this, but we're going to say it one more time for just those who don't know. Okay, we're just going to say it again. Um, Okay, so he made the purchase. He was supposed to buy her an RV. He was supposed to put it in Miss Real Estate Agent's name. Okay, he gets that RV. He flips that RV and goes and gets another RV, and then takes some of Ma'am's cash and buys an even more expensive RV, and still doesn't put the second RV in her name. Then he goes and sells it. Okay. And buys a what? He buys a Mercedes G Wagon and puts it in his business's name again and gives it to his wife. On top of a $20,000 check that he wrote to Danielle Diamonds to do what? Buy his wife a diamond ring. And then guess what? Two more checks were written, one to his assistant, Alasia Alexander, aka Dominique, and then another check was written to Olivia, the lady that was listed as a victim on one of the warrants, because guess what was found in front of 980 Pine Grove Road? A Harley Davidson that was registered in her name. Okay? All of the shenanigans. Everybody, like Nesto, what? Okay. Nesto, what?
They
Okay,
didn't say.
so
They couldn't say.
we need to take a quick break. I
Oh,
just
okay.
want to ask you a couple more questions about one. How long will you be in this? You can think about it.
How long are you
How
sticking around
long
for this shit show?
is going to be long enough before you say, okay, I've done all I can do? Okay, so think about that. And while you're thinking about that, I just want to thank the folks who are giving some super chats. They have comments to make. You know, is it a lady? A lady 747 says cons run several cons at once, and she knows it. That's what. And look, I know it. I know that they will
until
run
proven guilty. Whatever happened to that.
Say that one more time.
Innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty.
I do.
She's salty. She's salty on that one, y'all. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me start doing this too. I'm gonna drop some coins, but I'm also gonna be like, thank you, sis. Okay. When I'm over here on this one, I can do this. Yes. Okay. Look at Sonya's freeze frame. Sonya is mad because Bougie Gang is waving their magic wands over on me. The GoFundMe failed. Okay. His GoFundMe failed. Her YouTube channel failed. Her social media failed. His social media failed. She deleted all her videos. I mean, this is like a whole big how not to be popular on social media. It's better than reality TV because it's real. It's unscripted. And she can't control the narrative. She just can't. She's not a friend to the bloggers. So and you know what? I forgot to ask. I meant to ask this question. And V said she was going to be listening. She was going to get her nails done. V, what I want to ask you is, how did you and Sonia hook up? Did Sonia get to you, or did you reach out to her? Not that that makes any difference, but I'm curious to know how you two hooked up, just from a standpoint, this is her 5th interview. What's next? What is next? I guess Sonia is available for interviews up and down the YouTube streets, but she really, I'm not going to give any advice. Let me be quiet. But I enjoyed this thoroughly. We have about 20 something minutes left, so let's try and finish it up. And thank you guys so much.
Until proven guilty, but I also
I can't tell.
No. I also believe that there's too many. Look,
that's fine.
Wait, Sonia, hold on. Just because I'm not going to buy in completely that this man is innocent doesn't mean I think everybody who is charged with a crime is absolutely guilty. We know that that's not the case. But at the same time, this is a man. I just don't understand why a man who isn't.
She's one of these women who was never told. Maybe she was told. I don't know. She strikes me as one of these women, one of these girls who became a woman who no one ever told her how to control her face. And no one has ever said, like, fix your face. You know what I mean? Just to be aware, you're making a face. You are on, who's on Global Tel Link? You are on GTL. Who's that? Girl, I know I'm not on no Global Tel Link. Girl, y'all making money off her nickname. Ponytail? I fell out the bushes to say, now y'all making money off her. Girl, Ponytail nickname? I mean, I'm not yet, but I mean, I think I called it Ponytail Chronicles the other day. Joey, thank you. Joey is awesome. Joey, thank you for supporting. I know I'm way behind because it's 7:35. Well, I'm about 10 minutes behind in the chat. Thank you. Everything, her whole social media game has been a complete flop. Look how far behind I am, guys. Let me advance. Sonia on that iPad texting the hell out of Nesto. Is this a new one? Thank you. She will blame the bloggers when he gets time. Not my fault. It won't be my fault. She can blame me if she wants to, but it won't work. Okay. She can be like, Dear Nesto, I just got off of an interview with Lenore and oh my God, I'm so mad. The bloggers make me so sick, but I think I got some headway for it. So I'm going to look into doing a new GoFundMe. Okay. Love you. Bye. Mean it. Okay. And Nesto's going to respond. Have you watched? I asked you for 6 times. Have you watched that video yet? Do you guys know what video he was talking about that he asked Sonia to watch? Ponytail here is a flop. Ponytail is a flop. Robert, thank you. Thank you. Dropping that magic. Okay, let's make that magic happen. Thank you guys. You guys, oh my God. The interview slid her hairline back a smidge. Girl, no, you did not. That was, girl, that was. Wait, I'm gonna give you one of these. Okay, girl, that was a little bit rude. Okay, Sonia. Look at Bougie Gang dropping all that magic on me. Okay, making it rain in the comments. Okay,
Rich himself. He's not like highly educated. He's not like highly powerful.
Look at V giving that read.
He's not a huge community activist
He's not
or a politician.
He's not
why
that.
Pick on Nesto? Why would all of these different entities,
he ain't nobody to pick on and set up? Why?
Him out, not. I mean, and
look at Sonia texting.
Of course, yes, his connection to Steve Harvey by way of his wife. Sure, that's how we found out about it, and that's why we even care. But the truth is, they ain't going after none of them people that's around them. They're going after him. So at what point do you say to yourself, okay, I've done all I can do? Or what if they delay a trial for another couple years? How long?
Sonia is busy over there texting Nesto.
That's my question.
Listen to what she's gonna say. Is she gonna say, what'd you say?
So with that said, while you're thinking on that, let me say a couple things to folks
she's so rude.
That are giving super chats. Thank you, the Tea Lounge. Tea Lounge asks how
you know what she's it's the avoidance for me. She is purposely, I don't even know if Nesto's calling in at this moment, but V is too well educated for this lady. She can't answer. V just gave her the smackdown with like about an onslaught of 20 questions, like back to back to back. And Sonia is like, if I pretend I'm texting Nesto at this moment, maybe I can, because my ADD all the way kicked in and I'm going to just pretend to text. Let me just pretend to text because I can't answer those questions if I wanted to. I don't have the ability. So let me just go to my safety net of, what was that? Can you repeat that question? I've been told, y'all, every time she lies, the ponytail slides back. Girl, it went all the way back.
My other question says, when did she need to be Dude's personal? Oh, okay.
When she turned to his secretary. Ooh, y'all pray for my computer. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, my chair just went all the way down. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Girl, when I was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. Okay. Come on. What is going on here? Okay. Where are we at? 2 hours and 2 minutes? It's like we're never going to finish this. Okay. 2 hours, 2 minutes. Let me 11 years.
And he trusts her enough to have her come in there and
y'all watching this video. It went up to 7,668 views. It's probably 1,000 of them are me clicking back and forth into this video. Let's see.
One more time.
Oh my God.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Did you see her
Innocent
bend
until
down and
proven
see her
guilty.
electric bike? It's like, ma'am, can you move your bike out the background? Look at that hairline. Look at that.
I do believe in innocent until proven guilty, but I also
can't tell.
I also believe that
she's mad. She's mad. She said, I believe in innocent until proven guilty. And Sonia said, I can't tell. Make beauty forever. Were you in the chat last night? She's a reverse Pinocchio. Okay. Hold on. Would you stop? A mess. Okay. She's big mad. Okay. Sonia is putting out her evil mojo on my computer because I didn't have any problems today until her. Okay. Hold your head up, Sonia. Okay. I didn't have no problems until Ponytail got mad. Okay. All right. Let's try to get back. She said, I can't tell.
There's too many. Look.
That's fine.
Wait, Sonia. Hold on. Just because I'm not gonna buy in completely that this man is innocent doesn't mean I think everybody who is charged with a crime is absolutely guilty. We know that that's not the case. But at the same time, this is a man. I just don't understand.
She's never been told.
A man who
stop making
isn't
faces.
rich himself. He's not like highly educated. He's not like highly powerful. He's not a huge community activist or a politician. He's why pick on Nesto? Why would all of these different entities, all of these people, and the justice system point him out? And of course, yes, his connection to Steve Harvey by way of his wife. Sure, that's how we found out about it, and that's why we even care. But
okay, last bond hearing his attorney flop.
They ain't going after none of them people that's around them. They're going after him. So at what point
it does look
do you
like
say
she
to
shaves
yourself, okay, I've done all I can do? Or what if they delay a trial for another couple of years? How long are you willing to wait to make this choice? That's my question. So with that said, while you're thinking on that, let me say
she didn't even look up.
A couple things to
she's a rude somebody.
Giving super chats. Thank you to T Lounge. T Lounge asked how well, this is kind of similar to my other question. Says, when did she need to be Dude's personal? Oh, okay. So when did you start sort of stepping in to help him as his advocate? Thank you, T Lounge. But wait, hold on. You can answer that when we come back. We're going to take a real super quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds, y'all. If you would like to donate to the
Sonia is mad.
So obviously through
Sonia is mad, y'all. She's big mad.
And you can check me out right here.
Where's Bobby Schmurder? Go V. Go V. Go V. Go V. Go V. She very V let her have it in a very bougie way. Okay. If I didn't know better, I'd be like, V, she's texting next on V tech. V is like asking questions, and Sonia is very slick, shadily ignoring her. Look at that. They came back from the break, and ma'am is still like, this, I should have never agreed to do this. Look at her face. Sis mad. She big mad.
As long as it takes, apparently.
Oops.
So let's say he gets convicted. Will you stay in Atlanta or wherever?
Oh no, I'm not staying in Atlanta. Okay. No.
No, I'm
No,
going
no,
to whatever
no.
prison he
Are you
goes
willing
to.
to wait
If
to make moves until after?
she didn't say I'm not going to be in Atlanta because I don't want to be around him. She's going to be right there, whatever prison he goes to. She's going to go get an apartment right down the street and be working over there as a secretary.
After the determination has been made around his cases?
No, because I feel like the stuff that I can do, I don't have to really be in town to do it.
I think her
I
medicine
can
just
do it
kicked
from
in. Did she
anywhere,
just take a
actually. I
Valium or
don't
something?
necessarily have to be here for all of that.
I
The
wonder how
main
Tonya
thing
would feel
was
if Nesto obtained a new secretary since
checking up
they're
on the
just
attorneys and making
friends.
sure they were doing what they were doing, then doing
Girl,
whatever investigative work that I could do on
she
my
would be
end for
mad.
him. That I know they are not doing. There's a lot of things that the
Girl,
attorneys
she would
aren't
have a
doing
fit. You already know.
that
What
they
if
can't do.
What if he gets convicted? God forbid. What if he gets convicted and then he's
Thank you,
gonna go
Rhonda.
and appeal? Would you stay or still stand by him through the appeal and all of that?
Look at her face. Hold on, let me move the stop sign guy.
So if the evidence shows he did it, and I only really focus on the serious charges. The other stuff at this point, I don't really focus on those. I just really focus on the more serious 2 cases that he has that can really put time on him. Like I said, the first one, I don't really concern myself with that one because, like I said, he didn't even know her at the time. So, and me and the attorney was talking on that, and again, we gotta wait in order for 2 things to come up to even show actually,
Why is she eating up Nest? Well, I guess it's a public defender now, but those public defenders are not playing with her. They're not paying for time. They're not paying for time. So that's why they're not going to take her calls like that. Okay. Laughing my ass off. She's checked out because she's used to interviews that she controls. Absolutely. Yeah. V is having a conversation with her, right? But she doesn't work. She's retired with everything. Yeah, she doesn't have anything to do. She is Nesto's full-time volunteer secretary. She's a pro bono legal secretary. That's all she is. She's not a paralegal. She's a secretary. She cannot be a licensed. I think I'm a check. But I would imagine to be a paralegal, you cannot have a felony. I would imagine.
Which are going to be the phone records, which is going to prove when they started talking. The phone records are going to show that. Phone records are going to ping where he was at the time, that they said that happened. So, and then the other one, once the IT guy goes through, like I said, we were looking at other warrants and how they were read, how they were specifically detailed, and how this one was so general.
So
and they were saying that the
general.
dates was the dates he was incarcerated instead of the actual dates that the downloads would show on the computer. So again, that's a huge red flag too, because we were looking at other warrants from the same county and how they were specifying with these other cases and this, that, and the other. But on his, they got the dates he was in jail instead of the dates that the computer would show, and then other things about it. So those 2 are like more so the ones that I focus on more than anything.
Sonia is sitting there thinking about when Nesto gets out and her bringing him over there to that apartment. That's all. And the bankruptcy. Yes. That's something I would like to learn more about is Sonia's bankruptcy that she had completely dissolved or what dismissed, discharged.
Been in
No, it was
jail 18
discharged.
months on that. And like I said, when I was talking to the attorney about it.
Did she all of a sudden start talking slow to you guys, or is it just me?
It's basically a he say, she say, and they can bring out the text message to kind of show the nature of the conversation to see if anybody could prove, which they didn't in court.
Okay,
to say that this is why this happened. or this was the intention when this person did this and he didn't come through. You can see it in the conversations.
It's
They
like
didn't
her
show any
whole
of that in court.
energy level
They just left it at
changed.
a statement. That's it. She didn't even bring the recorded statement in. And then she tried to say, well, I don't know, because I wasn't the officer that interviewed her.
Okay,
And I'm like, so you
hold
come
on,
in
got
here
it.
with no recording. You're not the officer. You brought no documentation. You're just sitting here quoting
She's got a
something out the air.
magnitude.
And that's crazy to me. I'm like, what?
When she started with that, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty, and I think Nesto called, or she must have started texting with him, her whole attitude shifted and it went low energy, right? Isn't that sad? Sonia can't even those type of views. She can't get the views. We get more views off her name than she gets in her own name. Like it's unfortunate, but she's not likable. She's not someone who people want to invest their time in watching, because you can watch it here and have a good time. You watch it, well, if you watch it over there, you can have fun in the chat and, like, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, give her a little bit of hard time, ask her some questions or whatever like that. It just depends. But most people would rather watch it with a commentary channel because it's more fun, because it's kind of like it's more of a watch party, obviously, and we're going to talk about everything. And she's gets so upset. All right, let's finish this up, guys. Literally, I mean,
So
we don't
there's
have
just a
much
lot of
left.
stuff. And again, dealing with the police department that's handling this. Why are they on everything when only one thing happened in Roswell? Everything else happened all over the place, but no other police department is on it, nor is the county. So it's out of jurisdiction. Like the two attorneys said.
They may have found paperwork, maybe some of the documents. I would say some of the tie-in is, of course, Regina Delaney, Olivia's motorcycle sitting in front of the house. The conspiracy happened in 990. The Zoom hearings were attended in the office on the upstairs floor of 990, and they were pertaining to two different cases. The Rolls Royce, the fraudulent documents, the stamps, all of the things. Erica King was working for Nesto. She was handling herself as a attorney. As far as the situations with the other people, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they went to Roswell to fill out their reports, it's still in the county, so it's still under that jurisdiction court system. I don't know if it has to be in that city. I don't know. I mean, her reasoning behind why the crimes aren't in jurisdiction isn't her business. I mean, let the lawyer handle that.
Prior to the two that he have now, something that's not right with this case. It's like it's a political. They feel like it's a political driven situation.
But that's my point. How is it possible that this is political? Like, who is Nesto?
Who is Nesto? Okay. Girl, if this flips to Judge Judy, I'm gonna be mad. She said, who is Nesto? Nesto really isn't anybody for them to want to do this. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Meet Sonia Waller, friend and advocate for Ernesto Williams. Well, okay. StreamYard's like, okay, let me give this a break for a second. Okay, let me catch up on you guys' comments while this thing is trying to get its thing together. I'm like, okay, right, but y'all questions hit her. Who is Nesto? She takes everything as shade. She's probably very disappointed. Girl, it's Tad. I've been putting it to work. Hi, Thessie. Hey, boo boo. Nesto is finally figuring out Sonia is doing more harm than good. His attorney really may be communicating that to them. Steve Harvey said, why I get astray. Okay. Does she think the prosecution is going to show their hand? Absolutely not. I mean, look, Majeski has told the whole entire story. You know what the computer said? Go make your husband some dinner. That's what it said. Um, okay, guys, go check out Miss V. I dropped the link to this a couple of times. It's not coming back for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know. Sometimes StreamYard acts up. I mean, I'm connecting with you guys just fine, so I'm not really sure. Um, but we'll just take it as a sign. It's time to go. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours and 20 minutes anyway, guys. So let me go ahead, handle some business in this house. I will be back tomorrow. I know we were supposed to do call in tonight, y'all, and then it just came back. Hold on. Let's Sis was mad and low energy. Let's finish this up tomorrow morning. We'll get into the last 20 minutes because this is where she really is pissed. Okay, I wrapped it up for you. Okay. If you guys want to do some more tomorrow, we can. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you to everyone who came in and showed out. Let me make sure I got everybody. Everybody, look, all of the super chats, cash apps, everything. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna click on everybody. New members, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything. You guys really came through and showed out. Sonia acts slow. That was one of my favorites. And then her hairline moved back. She admitted to inserting herself, and that's on period. I highlighted this. I want to know, how did the teacher get her number? I think that's a lie. I really do. I thought about it and I'm like, just, again, it's one of those things. Just because she said it doesn't make it so. So yes, she said it. No, it wasn't questioned, but I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday Eve, y'all. Sonia is the dumbest of summer, dumber. She is as dumb as a bag of rocks. Happy Friday. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. This was so much fun. Thanks for coming back for part 2. Don't forget to like the live for me. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow. And you guys have a good night. Let me go ahead and make my family some food. Okay. I love you guys. Have a good night. I'll be reading the comments, okay? And I do need to go through and finish up, but just know when you get a heart from me, I read your comment, okay? All right, you guys. Do I have any more magic around here? No, I don't. But you guys, thanks for dropping the coins. Thank you for coming through and all that, okay? Let me see if this is a good. Oh, I was going to leave you guys with an outro, but I might just. I don't think I have anything on this profile. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys later.
Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your stuffs. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under the flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink, leave us a mess. Down on my drills, it is old news.
Right. How are you at an interview and not talking? So you said ghetto Matt. So this is the 2022 bankruptcy. She has a 2022 bankruptcy down in Florida. I'm gonna have to see if I can okay. The bloggers. Okay. This is the 2022 bankruptcy. If you have any information about that, let me know. I think about Nesto jumping into he's such a big kid, sis. Such a big kid. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Good He is not handsome.